doing today? This Miss Big Betty Bombshell. And I want to do it like how they do it in church. How everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? All right, all right, all right. But I tell you, I mean, it's a good day. You know, I just got off the phone with Miss Anime, and I did not think I was going to be able to share with her like I did. She started wondering, you know, she was saying her friend told her, well, she talked to Miss Mable. And Miss Mable told her that she was trying to get me to go to church. So, you know what? I told her why I didn't want to go. Because Miss Anime said, you know, you done got holy on everybody. You need to go on and go to church. I said, let me tell you something. Nobody don't tell me what to do. I know what I'm doing. Sometimes Miss Anime act like she know it all. She know it all. She know it all. But she don't know half of all everything. I told Miss Anime she need to leave that weed alone. But anyway, I was sitting there and I said, I had to be honest with her. And I had to just tell her. She just kept getting on my nerves. So I just told her. I said, I'll never forget. I had a bad experience. But one time I never forget. I remember I got a cousin, right? And I had a cousin. My cousin got me to go to church with her and everything. You know, I was young. I was like 14 years old. And so my cousin had a glow about herself. And she just, it's like when she smiled, she just lit up. And I said, I want that what she got. I didn't know what she had. I didn't know that was the Holy Ghost, you know. And I said, ooh, I want that what she got. And boy, I tell you, next thing you know, they got me to the altar and I was speaking in tongues. I didn't know what was happening to me, but I felt good, y'all. I felt good. And then they were wondering, they said, well, why in the world? Anime said, I said, let me tell you something. I said, I love God. Now, don't get me wrong, I love God. But I had one of those experiences that kind of like traumatized me, you know what I'm saying? Because there was a time I was sitting up there and you know, I always had to give, I always was able to see, but I didn't know what it was. You know, I didn't know that was the what they call prophecy. I didn't know it was that. So it was like one day we was sitting up there and you know, the pastor had to call this lady to come on up. She had her long skirt on. She had her, you know, all the way up in here. You know what I'm saying? Holy up now. So all of a sudden she was talking and she was preaching it. She was talking and she was preaching it. I started seeing something. I didn't know what it was I was seeing. And so all of a sudden I stood back and I looked. And then I looked well in front. And I seen in her eyes. I said, something ain't right. This lady, something ain't right. But as soon as I leaned over, y'all, the lady slapped me out my chair. Slapped me all the way out my chair, y'all. I ain't lying. My dress flew up and everything. I was so embarrassed. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. And then she had the nerve going to lay hands on me. Talking about, demon come out of her. Demon come out of her. And I was trying to tell them people, get this lady off of me. Get this lady off of me. She had everybody on the floor just praying on me. I'm like, Lord have mercy. All I did was see something in this lady. And when I leaned over, I got slapped and knocked out. And ever since that lady said that, every time I came to church, they talk about I had a demon. Every time I tried to sing or something, they sit up there and say that was a word. I couldn't even say every time I turned my back. They scandalized my name. I couldn't even say that. I had to be sat down just for singing. Talk about I was trying to bring the world in the church. Trying to bring the world in the church. All because I was feeling that thing. You can't feel. I was like, what in the world going on here? What in the world going on here? What in the world going on here? But anyway, then I turned around and every time you turn around, they kept saying I had a demon in me. And boy, they would call me in the back and want to pray for me ever since that lady. I seen it. She the one had a demon, y'all. So anyway, they would sit up there and pray all the time. One time I sat up there, you know that movie came out. But anyway, there was a movie came out. And so I started acting just like that movie. I wore them out. When I said I wore them out, I wore them out. And after they got tired and was sweating, carrying on, then they asked me, did you see so-and-so movie? I said, yup, and bust out laughing, y'all. Bust out laughing. But I tell you, that didn't stop me from going to church, though. I didn't keep going there, though, you know what I'm saying? I didn't keep too much stuff kept happening, you know. But not everybody. You know, everywhere you go, there's always going to be something, you know. There ain't no perfect church. Why? Because all the sin and what they say, come short. But anyway, I just want to say that you got to get in church. You know, nowadays you can't go to church. You got to go online. But you got to still have that relationship with God, you know. So I was telling Miss Anime, that's the reason I ain't so, you know, in particular about always going to church. Because I be scared something might happen, you know what I'm saying? But then I realized, you know, I went there one time and I started feeling pretty good. And when I just started, when that corona hit, child, wasn't no doors open. Everything was shut down. Corona said, hold up, wait a minute. She stopped it all. She shut it down. You hear me? And we sat up there and we wondered what in the world going on. Now everybody got to wear a mask. Everybody got to stay in the house. But you better stay in the house if you want to be safe. You know what I'm saying? Especially now with all this stuff going on and happening around here. Now things and nationally and all this stuff. And nobody don't know who the next president going to be. You know what I'm saying? So we just hoping for the best. We just hoping for the best. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to tell you, I said, boy, I was thinking about that. I had to get on this anime. Gonna sit up there and ask me why I didn't want to go to church with Mable. I told her why I didn't want to go to church with Mable. Mable act like something wrong with her too now. Come on. Come on now. Mable always judging, but she loved the Lord. She loved the Lord. Oh, yeah. Sometimes she encouraged me, but she go on and on. She go on and on. And she go on and on. And boy, especially when she go to feeling bad, I be like, I'll talk to you later. Why? Because I don't want to be, I don't want to be depressed. Sit up there and go to talking to folks, listening to them, and all of a sudden you start feeling depressed. Oh, no. I don't want that energy around me. I don't want that energy around me. I don't want that energy around me. But boy, I tell you, I just had to share with y'all. You know, I had to get on Miss Anime today, asking me why I didn't want to go to church with me. And I sat up there and I told her, I said, nowadays ain't nobody going to church. Nobody don't want that corona ain't playing. Corona jumping from person to person. Nah. Miss Big Betty Bombshell know better. Miss Betty Bombshell know better. I keep telling Corona, you stay over there where you at, and I'ma stay where I'm at. You don't bother me, I sure ain't gonna bother you, because you ain't nothing to play with. You ain't nothing to play with. Corona ain't nothing to play with, y'all. I'm telling you, Corona ain't nothing to play with. Y'all can sit up there and act like ain't nothing wrong if you want to. Y'all can sit up there and listen to all this craziness, talk about everything fine. Oh, it's easy to get over. Not everybody making it over there now. Come on. But I tell you, I remember they were saying something. I was reading a story about this, talking about the blood on the post. You had to put the blood on the post. You better anoint it with oil. You might not have the blood of the lamb or whatever they were talking about, but you better have something over your house, huh? You better have something for protection. I tell you. But I told Miss Annabelle, I still love God, y'all. I still love God. But I mean, all of us have experiences. But when them experiences come, I believe them experiences come so we can know better. Because I tell you, people will lay hands. Like when you lay hands and the Spirit of God move when you and you go back, that's a good thing. But some people be trying to knock you down to make you hit the floor. So it make them look good, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't it. Because sometimes I remember I said, yeah, I seen you on the floor, Miss Anime. I seen you on the floor, girl. You were getting the Holy Ghost. And Miss Anime said, no, I laid down because I was tired of him pushing me down. I said, my goodness. I said, it don't take all that. All I do like just touch. When you get just that touch, you can feel the presence of God. But I tell you, you got to do all that cleaning and praying. Come on now. Something ain't right. You ain't all that way you supposed to be. You must be eating too much fried chicken. But anyway, be talking about you fasting and praying, you be steady eating. You can't fool nobody. They know when you're fasting because they can feel the presence of God. And don't you get, I was getting ready to go. But let me tell you, I gotta throw something in. Don't it get you mad when they sit up there talking about, I'm praying for you. Yeah, I'm praying for you. And you around here thinking they praying for you and they ain't even praying for you. But you better be glad. You better pray for yourself. Because some people you think praying for you, they praying against you. And you wonder why you're fighting and going through all that you're going through. You better command your day. You better cover yourself. And you better say, this is the day God made. Yeah, the day God made. But anyway, you know Miss Big Betty Bombshell knew what all this. Because, you know, I ran when I was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? But God always came to see me. Always find me, boy. Jacked me up in the club. I ended up running back to church. And now, I was sitting up there, thought I had a good party in the club. And then what happened? Corona hit. When Corona hit, nobody ain't had to tell me to quarantine. I quarantined my own self. But I was just telling y'all, I just want to share with y'all that conversation me and Miss Anime was saying. You know what I'm saying? Me and Miss Anime was saying, I'm just hoping that she don't marry John Henry. I'm just hoping she don't marry him. She be talking about the church so much, I think she turned holy on me too and just ain't let me know.